Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Oh boy, is it hot outside. And it's not really like the temperature's that hot, but boy, it's hard to be out in the sun and do things. Yeah, it does. It's a bit hot in Central Oregon. Now, I see that Mr. Mike has sent out a tweet since I've been gone. And in this last tweet here, we were talking about how the coincidence of 521 on my video before it, saying how you can show people all you want, yada yada yada, right? So that was this tweet here. Now let's go ahead and look at the time difference between Mr. Mike's last tweet of the day so far and his first tweet of today right here. The time difference is, no matter where you're at in the world, 5 hours and 21 minutes. But that's crazy, because we were talking about that off of this tweet. Just a coincidence. Let's now we can go and look at 521, and we will in just a minute, but let's go ahead and the timestamp and gap code. There's your timestamps. There's the time difference. 521. Let's use code. Third is first. Timestamp and gap code. Third is first. We take the third number, 1, 2, 3, and put it in the first position. That gives us 1, 5, 2. Look, it sounds kind of like 521. Well, duh. Apologize. Let's go ahead and go look at QDrop 152, because if QDrops are able to be read like a map, it should be easy to show. Correct? Now, my name is Gregory Hamilton. I talk to Q, and Q talks back. It says here, thank you in the tweet, yeah. But, it says, isn't that curious? What's below? Do you know how to mirror things? What's below? Why don't we look above? Why don't we look above? What do we see here? You can surf the QDrops like a map. November 14th, November 14th. November is the 11th month, 14th day, 1114. Let's go look at QDrop 1114. And as I say this again, my name is Gregory Hamilton. I talk to Q, and Q talks back. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my Clementine. Keep in mind that every crumb is not meant to be solved before the event. Some of the drops are things for anons to dig on. I'm not a digger. And make connections with. Others are markers for future references. Possibly like a sounding board. Learn our comms, not connections. Don't learn our connections. It says make connections. It says learn our comms. Future proves past. Some drops are just simply communication to the anons. What needs to be understood and appreciate, what's going on here is the fact that Q is basically creating a circular flow diagram that can be referenced and cross-checked with news releases. It goes on. I highly suggest you read it. It's quite genius. It's quite genius. Oh well, shall we go now look at Q drop 521? Since we've been talking about it quite a bit, and it's the time difference. Right? I mean, it should... Oh, what is that? 521. Sorry about that. 521. 521. Oh, we fight. Do you trust the military? As we repeat, nope. Do you trust the chain of command? Nope. Who's in control? Jesus Christ is in control. You were chosen for a reason. You are being provided the highest level of intel to ever be dropped publicly in the history of the world. Use it, protect it, and comfort those around you. And what do you want to comfort them with? CNN or Fox News? You want to comfort them with your Democratic views or your Republican views? Do you want to comfort them with your Green New Deal or less taxes? What do you think would comfort them the most? More politics, right? Oh, maybe more sports. Maybe more sports. Maybe not more sports. Maybe the Holy Bible. Maybe the Holy Bible. Now, I just saw and heard something just really crazy. Pastor Paul Begley got a chance to hear one of his Patreons. Someone was over at COT in the chat room. I'm telling you, there's a lot going on over there. And they showed a Patreon of Paul Begley that I was able to see. He was interviewing somebody, and they were talking about how they were getting ready to, in that one country that's over in the Middle East, has a new leadership, and they're going to swear in their leadership on the date of this month, on this day. That's correct. That's just day after tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow. And, like I say, we're going to have the Lion Party announcing two Christians in a ring, boxing it out on the same date. What's really going on here? All this energy here, all this energy over here, and it's just coincidence, huh? Politics never in its history ever succeeded, especially communists and socialism. I mean, that's just a given. America has done something that's never happened before. It was an experiment, so they tell us, of us ruling ourselves, but doesn't power corrupt? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's very difficult to even find it in ourselves as individuals to just do the right thing, and we know as a fact none of us have done the right thing every single time, all the time, every time. Have we? Not a single one of us. We are all in the kill box of one. We all deserve to be stoned. We all deserve to be considered doomed, liars, thieves, every single one of the 10 Commandments. Every single one of them. We've broken every single one of them. We say murder, we haven't murdered. Well, if we start to study the Bible and start to really think about it, if we take somebody's life by making them a slave, aren't you murdering their dreams? Or what if you just sitting there and constantly being just a bad person and saying bad things to people and constantly taking away their hopes and dreams? Or what if you're the type of person that's a manipulator and then you constantly are sitting there telling them things and then doing something differently? Isn't that murdering somebody's life? You're taking away somebody's life. And I'm not saying that any of us do this. I'm saying that we've all can be, at some point in time, not a good person. So I repeat again. My name is Gregory Hamilton, and I talk to Q, and who cares? Who cares? Jesus Christ is by far more important. If a Republican wins, Jesus is there. If a Democrat wins, Jesus is there. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters up here is that it will constantly be a fight back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it never, ever gets fixed. We've been around for 200 plus years as America, and this is where we're at, and our government and media propagate it constantly. And if you can't see it by now, you need Jesus in your heart more than ever. That is just a fact. Stay away from Twitter. Stay away from as much as you can, away from your TV. Try to learn the Word of God. Find Jesus before these end days are too late, because you'll never be able to trust yourself and hear the Word of God if you're